Hello Year 5, welcome to today's maths lesson. So we're going to be looking at perimeter again. I marked quite a few of your work yesterday on the perimeter and area 1, and perimeter is something that we need to look back over. So let's have a look at this compound shape. Remember, compound shape are two shapes stuck together. So I've got a rectangle here and a rectangle here. To find the perimeter of a shape, you need to add up all of its sides. So here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides that I need to add up. If you know your number bonds really well, you can use those to help you, like I showed you last time. So I know that 11 add 9 is 20. So I'm going to cross those out, and you must make sure that you cross them out so you don't accidentally add them twice. Put that up the top there. Any more number bonds that I see? Let's do, well, I know 14 add 8 is 22. And then I'm left with this one, 3 add 5, which is 8 centimetres. Okay, you can use column addition if you want to do that. That one's quite easy to do in your head, because if you know that 22 add 8 is 30. So 2 add 8, 0, carry the 1 into the tens column. 2 add 1, 5. So the perimeter of this shape is 50 centimetres. I think the reason that lots of children are getting it wrong is because you're not doing the crossings out. So you must make sure once you're done that you cross it out. Okay, let's have a look at another example, but this time I'm going to add in some missing sides. Okay, so before we start to add up the sides of the shape to find the perimeter, we need to work out what these missing sides are. So I've got one here and one here. Use the knowledge that you can see from the shape to help you. So this one, for example, I know that all the way across here is going to be 23 centimetres. And I know that this distance, because it tells me here, is 13 centimetres. So this one would have to be, if I were to put it in a bar model, my 23 would go on top and my 13 here. So my question mark would be, what adds to 13 to make 23? So we'll do 23 subtract 13, which equals 10. So this missing number is 10 centimetres. Right, let's have a look at the other missing number. So like before then, I know that all the way down, up to that point, all the way is 17 centimetres. And I know that just this part, because it says it here, is 9 centimetres. So like we did before, 17, the top of my bar model, and then a 9. And whatever I add to 9 to make 17 is going to be my answer for this missing number. So 17 take away 9 equals 8. So I'll put 8 in here. And then just to check, 9 add 8 definitely equals 17. So that means that this missing number here is 8 centimetres. Okay, now I have all the sides, I can add them together. Okay, so I'm going to look for my numbers that I know I can add together to make an easier number. So if I take this one, 17 and 23, well, I know that 3 add 7 is 10. And 20 add 10 is 30. So that one's going to be 40 if I add them all together. Then here, let me see. I'll do 10 add 13. I can do that one quite easily. 23. And then I'll keep it as an 8 and a 9. So I've got those 4 numbers. Column addition, make sure that you line your columns up correctly, because it's 8 ones, 9 ones. Add sign. 3 add 8 add 9. Well, 9 add 8 is 17. Add 3 is 20. 0 goes there, 2 in the tens column. 4 add 2, 8. So the perimeter of this shape is 80 centimetres. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is go and get a scrap piece of paper, or you can use the red books I gave you right at the end of the year. Can you find the perimeter of this shape and make sure you find this missing side first? So pause your video now and press play when you're ready to hear the answer. So let's have a look then. Missing side, here it is. I know that this side here is 20 centimetres. The whole of this side is 42. So whatever goes here, my 42 would be on my top, 20 there. So whatever goes here, this missing side, I would need to add to 20 to make 42. So if I do 42 subtract 20, I'm going to get 22, and that is my missing side. So that missing side is, let's write it on, and 22 centimetres. And now let's add up all the sides. I'm going to start with 42 and 20. If I add those together, I get 62. And then I'll just do the rest how they are. Add 35. Make sure you're crossing them out. Add 19. Add 22. Add 16 equals. Okay, and I've put all of my numbers in a place value grid for my column addition. Right, 2 add 5 is 7. Add 9 is 16. Add 2 more is 18. Add 6 to that is 24. So my 4 goes here, carrying the 2. Now it is quite tricky to add up all these numbers, so if you can, do combine them before, but I'm just going to show you this way because some children do find it easier. Okay, now I've got 6, add 3 is 9, add 1 is 10, add 2 is 12, add 1 more, 13. Not forgetting to add my 2 that I've carried, making 15. So you should have got the perimeter of this shape is 154 centimetres. Well done if you did. And let's have a look at another example. Okay, this one's a lot more trickier because I've got 2 missing sides now and I've put in decimals. So do what we've just done and see if you can work out what the perimeter of this whole shape is. Just make sure you work out these sides first and press play when you're ready to find out the answer. Okay, so here you should have done 17.4, take away 14, which equals, just going to show you on a place value grid, take away 14. So make sure that it's lined up. You can put your 0 there. 4 take away 0 is 4, 7 take away 4, 3, 1 take away 1, 0. So that's 3.4, that was that missing side, centimetres. And then this missing side, you should have done 12, which is here, 12.2, take away 5 equals, I'm going to line it up like I did here, 12.2, take away 5. It's so crucial that you have it all in the right column. 2 take away 0 is 2, decimal point, 2 take away 5 we can't do, we're going to borrow. 12 take away 5 is 8. We've got 8.2 for that missing side here. Centimetres. And if I add up all my sides, I should have got 60.2. So our perimeter for this shape is 60.2 centimetres. So what I've put on your task for today is lots and lots of compound shapes like this, and some of them have decimals, some of them don't, and you need to find the missing sides and then the perimeter of the whole shape. Please, please, please cross out each side once you're done. Use a place value grid to help you add up the numbers, and scrap paper. Don't try and do it in your head. It's way too difficult, believe me. As always, give me a message if you need, and I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Bye!